Hi everybody, it's September 26, 2025. Um,
You can say help or voice commands. Voice commands, you are able to speak short commands, for example, main menu or radio.
We love that accent. I love so many niggas turn to a savage.
okay, um, so it's September 26, 2025. Um, Many people say life is lived out through an ocean or rivers of energy. And energy is a key part of life, but and they like to tell us that energy is and always will be. So all the energy is here, that is here, has always been, and it always will be. And for some of those, they take that as a good thing, and it is a good thing. But we as people are creators. So if the energy, if we are part of that energy, we have always been here and will always be here, and we're creators, we can create new things from the energy that's already here, bringing more energy in. And paradoxically, that means that all the energy that we bring into this world has already been here, even though it's new energy that we are putting out into the world. So with that comes hope, and with that comes change. So adjacent to that thought pattern, when we go through life, we have ideals, we have goals, we have creeds, we have missions. And to build credit for spiritual power, there must be things done to maintain our journey forward and upwards. And to build spiritual credit as power, it takes maturity, it takes faith, and it takes heart. So when, let's say for instance, you want to continue doing something, but you have been drowned in a recent downpour of negativity, and you know that if you don't keep on continuing, almost immediately you may lose what you have been working towards for a long time, or arduous times. And so to go forward after being drowned in negativity, it requires a separation from the darkness that is coloring the emotions of your eyes. The emotions are covering your eyes with darkness. So to separate from that illusion of darkness, what has to be done first is reminding yourself of the last time you had drowned in negativity and what happened. And usually you will, after chronological steps forward in remembering what happened, you remember that you saw the light again. And if you are lucky enough, this intuition that has struck you to look back will teach you that mostly what that darkness was last time was an illusion. And when you had gotten out of it, you figured that what had happened was literally a waste of time of being worried, because you are better off for what it has taught you and what it has brought out of you. So remembering and spotting the illusion is a good way to separate you from the blackness and the darkness. Now that you have a little bit of separation, after that, to pull yourself back on track, it requires bringing levity to a situation. If you find yourself worried, you find yourself dejected, and something is annoying you, that annoyance probably most of the time is there to draw you further away from the blackness. It may be calling your attention, and you don't want to give it your attention because you are ruminating, you are strategizing, and you are plotting a way out, but you don't realize what is annoying you at the moment is the way out. So to give the annoyance your attention and to handle it will separate you further from the blackness and darkness of the illusion to keep on going. And so now that you have created more space from the blackness and you're trying to get back on track, the next thing I would say to do that works for me is probably forming a plan that makes sense logically, and planting that logical plan on an almost insane faith that you are going to make it out and things are going to be all right. And as you progress further with this insane faith, this insanity sheds its skin and becomes saner and saner as you move along, and you realize that you have now escaped from the illusion. You are now back on track with going towards your goal, your mission, your creed. And that is the whole crux of the situation. It was an illusion to begin with, and you have distanced yourself and made it away. And this is what spiritual credit is all about. It is about dispelling lies, adhering to truth, and bringing yourself back up to things that you love. So, in this matter of living life, it is not about the victory necessarily. The victory is inside you already. You are the victory. And I'm not saying that there will be literal wins every time, but the challenges that you go through make you. They make you again and again into something that is more infallible to minor negative influences. And I know this is very common knowledge. Challenges make the champion. Challenges make the victor. Challenges make the right person into a great person. And so you realize that when you want to continue, you have to distance yourself from the trap of saving face. Don't try to save don't try to save face when you are downtrodden. Give into the embarrassment. Give into the open, bare, and honest truth of who you are at the core. Give into that vulnerability, and it makes you stronger, because once you can bleed in front of everybody, you could ascend in front of everybody and give faith to those who watch you. Bleeding in front of everybody is an honor. It is sacred. Those who hide their wounds and hide their pain and give people their laughter and give people their false sense of infallibility, those people don't grow as painlessly as those that are open. So I hope this helps. Thanks.